Hello everybody and welcome back. So welcome to another video in the tutorial series with the Viking E-1600A Emergency Telephone. In this video I'm going to talk about how to configure this thing for it to function in speed dial mode, which is probably the mode that it would function in most commonly in most installations. So the way that this phone is typically programmed to have numbers programmed into it is you call it from another touch tone enabled telephone. So when you call the line that this thing is plugged into, it auto answers. You punch in a certain security code, and then that's how you enter programming mode, and that's how you can enter in the program numbers. So in order for all that to work, the first thing we need to do, we're gonna look at the back of the circuit board here. So the first thing we need to do for this thing to auto answer, first you need to make sure that dip switch number 2, which is right there, is flipped up to the on position. So let's just do that real fast. Yep, so just like that. So that just simply enables the phone to auto answer whenever its line is called. Alright, so now that we set it to auto answer, now I'm going to call the phone from just a regular telephone like this as touch tone enabled. Granted, both the emergency phone and this regular telephone are both on a private phone system with private extensions. So I'm just going to be calling the extension number linked to the phone line that the emergency telephone is plugged into, and it'll auto answer. Oh, yep, there it goes. It just auto-answered, and you hear my voice. So the next thing we need to do is enter its default programming code, since I never changed it. So its default code is 845464. And yep, that double beep means that you're in programming mode. And then to actually program in speed dial numbers, you need to just enter a phone number that's up to 20 digits even, and then let's see, its memory locations are #00 through #04. So those are the 5 memory locations that you can put speed dial numbers in for this thing to function in its regular speed dial mode. Okay, well I guess I waited too long because it just terminated the call. So let me just call it back again, do all the same things. And then I'm going to enter the extension number for this telephone for it to call. And then followed by #00. So yeah, we just programmed the first memory location. And once you're done programming, you just simply hang up. Alright, so now the moment of truth in an operational test. Let's activate the emergency telephone, see what it does. Alright, looks to be working. It's ringing this phone. Hello? 1, 2, 3. Yep, looks to be working. 1, 2, 3. 1. Alright. So another feature with this Viking emergency phone when it's using the speed dial functionality is since you can store multiple numbers in its memory, that means that if perhaps like the first number just doesn't answer, or more specifically if it detects a busy signal on the line, it'll basically just hang up the call from the first number that it tried and then try dialing the second number stored in the second memory location. So in this example, I went into its programming mode again I put its own phone number in memory location number 1, which was its extension, followed by #00. So it will detect a busy signal when it tries to call itself, and then it'll hang up and try memory location number 2, which is this phone's extension, followed by #01. So it will fail the first time, and then the second time it will place a call to this telephone on purpose. So let's give it a whirl here. Yep, it hung up and it's gonna try again. And there we go. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's working. And something else I just discovered on my own too, actually, is if you push pound on the touch tone phone, that just instantly terminates the call automatically. So you could either do that, I guess, or just simply hang up the other phone, and eventually, when the phone line cuts off the voltage from the hang-up, this thing will just turn off on its own anyways. So another pretty small but potentially kind of useful feature that I wanted to point out with this phone. So let's say maybe you accidentally pushed a button, like maybe you bumped into it on accident, or you just otherwise somehow accidentally pushed a button down and activate the phone when you didn't mean to. Well, watch this. So let's accidentally activate it. And let's just push it again and see what happens. So, let me just show that one more time. So just simply pushing the button again just turns the phone back off and hangs up the call, in case maybe you accidentally pushed it. So anyways, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you guys all for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.